Hey, I'm Kev Kermasco. Welcome back to MotoGP 20 and the 5th round of the season on the Bugatti circuit in Le Mans. As it's been a bit easy in practice. Actually, the practice programs are a bit harder, but their times to get the qualifying time, which we did here, means we're a second quicker than Suzuki and Mazia. And then we've got Foggia, Antonelli, Alonso Lopez, Finati, Mino, Baltus, ahead of Vietti. Belgium definitely impressing early in this season. And you've got Yamanaka, Salak, McPhee, and Garcia round out the top 14 of the Austrian. Kofler, is that how you say it? Tuber, Napa, and Pauli. So we'll see if they join us in qualifying too. So let's see, as you scroll down, we have Alcoba, Gura, Rossi, and Fernandez instead. It's good to see that it's actually kind of mixed up, it seems like, in this game, where who makes it through the qualifying too, instead of just being 15th to 18th or 15th to 20th. It's all over the place in practice, but you've got the qualifying place, you're making it through. So for the first of two possible qualifying efforts here. Round the Le Mans, so not the one, you know, not the 24-hour layout. But the layout that the bikes have used for quite a long time, had some fun races round here as well. It's a pretty fun circuit on the old bikes. Quite flat out, surprisingly, as well. The way the handling is in 20. So here we go, turning right instead of left. About nice and early. Got it all on 2 so far. Probably the heaviest braking point of the whole circuit, the hairpin. And then the most tricky braking point coming out this double right-hander going downhill in the first part. Got to have the bike stopped. You've got to just can momentum through the second part. And you're choosing when to get on the power for this back stretch. Looks like it's been a decent first half of that, though. A bit wide as you saw for the second right. Probably my favourite corner, this chicane coming up. As you just barrel in near top speed, and you're getting down to second there, as you can see, to get the bike in towards the apex. And now a tricky final sector, using all the camber you can here. There's all a bit wide through the left. Well, you're stabbing at the brakes and you're trying to carry momentum through the corners here. And control that rear slide as well. What's that? 44, 41. Do you want to be in the 43s? True. Actually, we'll stick with this though, because it was pretty clear in practice, wasn't it? Yep, we didn't need to improve. We're almost 7/10 to get in Tatai in second, and Yamanaka on the front row as well. We're surrounded by rookies at the front, with Baltus leading the second row ahead of Arenas, who's won round here before. And you've got Sasaki, actually got his first victory round here, if I remember correct, in that crazy race a couple of years ago. Sasaki in 6th. It's a great qualifying from the Japanese rider. Then Mazia, Alcoba, and Finati. Guru rounds out the top 10 ahead of Foggia and Suzuki. Then you've got Rossi, Fernandez, Antonelli down in 15th. Qualifying has really not been his strong point so far this year. And we've got Mino in 16th, Lopez in 17th, and Vietti in 18th. We expect much better from them. Okay, so for the fuel, should we keep it at 8? Because the last sector you can put it down to 0 and just save, because it's pretty difficult to overtake. But we do have quite a long stretch. We'll keep it at 8 for this 8-lap race. Then tyres, I can see Fisher 84, so we're probably going to go soft medium. I'm not sure we could get away with soft as much as I like it, but as you can see, we're sliding the bike into the corners, so probably best to go with the medium rip. So about the rest of the grid then, yeah, soft medium for Yamanaka, medium soft for Tatai and Baltus and Mazia. But it definitely seems to be the way to go, soft medium. Soft for Foggia, he's gambling, so is Lopez and Mino. A bit harder for Rossi and Fernandez with medium. But yeah, lots of soft medium soft combos here. Apart from near the back, lots of mediums, and someone's already falling on the formation up in the background. Soft from Rodrigo, he's going to be charging through the field, isn't he? As we rev it up. And stall at the start, no. Go helpful kick from someone behind. You can see our fuel's already half a litre down, estimated. Yeah, so being a bit aggressive into the first corner. So this are we on the edges of the top 10, if I can count, in the points. Yeah, we're actually in 10th. I can really count. We've got Vietti charging in front, Salak into the points ahead of Mino behind. Oh god, that's too much sliding. Well, an awesome getaway, but we were worried about Vietti on the outside there, that's why he lifted. So he got heavy on the brakes, downhill. Time to get ahead of the Tech 3. Tato down in 19th. We thought he had a poor start. Poor Spaniard, battling to be in the points as Lopez into the top 10 at about us. So that double right, he made like 3 or 4 places up there. That was pretty good. Tato down to 24th with Binder. They're up to sit. Got Antonelli in front. Whoa! Vietti with a dive. Taking himself out, the Italian. I don't know where Rossi did a similar move on Vinales a few years back. Something about the VR name through there. It's meaning up to 8th ahead of Arenas as Finati leads ahead of Suzuki, Fokke, Yamanaka. Antonelli going for 4th in front. We've got Sasaki, Arenas, Mino, and Agua rounds out the top 10. We're in 6th. So once again, a poor start. We just need to code to it. Just need to do what we did in the Circuit at America. Stay calm. And gently make places up. And I expect race pace to be much more difficult than qualifying pace as usual. There's Paoli battling with Baltas for 14. We've got Mino behind up to 7th now. Edo Sasaki. Oh, that was nice for the double right. It's got Rodrigo into the top 20, McPhee battling with Tuba over 18th. Onto battling with his fellow Red Bull Rookies Cup graduate for 27th. So making up time this lap. Gap to the leaders around 3 or 4 seconds though. That's the main time we'll be thinking of this race. There's Vietti down to 30. If he has remounted then. Always feels like cheating using that line. So a second off the pace. Suzuki with the fast lap in 2nd. Teammate come in as well. So we're coming for the top 5. Catching up to the Australia Galizia. And this third out is Vietti ahead of our countryman Rossi. And 27, we've got half a second behind Tamino. So you can see a battle of the top 10 with Sasaki. Put out the power 2 for the back stretch, which is coming up after this corner. So go for the top 5, top 4, getting away unfortunately. That's easy past the Japanese rider. No resistance. Like, he's very good one lap pace, just not race pace, unfortunately, for him at the moment. So a couple of things behind Antonelli in front. That's our aim for the rest of this race, to close that gap up. That's better. 44.8. 2.4 back. It's got Mino Mazia up to 8th ahead of Arenas now. Feel I'm braking way too much for the first corner, or braking early. So we're losing lots of time in that first set to gap over 3 seconds now. There's Pally ahead of 2, both for 16th or not. So we approach halfway mark of this race. It's like Paulie again, just good starts from the Malaysian. Not backing up with results in races. It's a veteran. It's 30 up to 22nd over Rodrigo. Definitely is charging through the field, the Italian. Bit wide there. Bit wee in there as well. Got 3.3 in front. Got everyone on our tail behind as well as Hugo the Bautis, who's dropping down the order like a stone, the Belgium. 44.2 from Suzuki. We're doing a 45.8. We're struggling. Race pace. Oh, we should have gone soft. Or medium. There's Maz out the 7th, or not. It's a 4.7 back of Antonelli. Got Arbolino in 14th ahead of Sasaki. There's 13 to the top 20 now. I've had our goal over for 19. There's McPhee to the points ahead of Sasaki. Sarkoba fighting back for 19th. Tatai down in 30th. Remember when he qualified second? That's definitely our set to that 3rd sector. Not good through that left though. So on the edge fuel rise, as you can see. Turned it up slightly. You might need to start saving in the final sector. But yeah, can't get into the 44s at least. Normally want race pace to be even closer to 43s, but well, nothing like that. It's a gap over 5 seconds in front. Mino on our tail, hounding. 6/10 back as 30 at a Pally. Or not. See how much a start affects your race. Like, good start, we'd be right there fighting at the front, probably. Got a poor start, we're battling to be in the top 5 here. And there's Tubin Sasaki battling over 16th. So a good battle on the edge of the points. So we go get it down to 0. So you can actually save some fuel. See what we are like pace-wise as well. See if we lose anything. Not really, back into the 44s. We've got Mino and Mazia right behind us. Heading on to this penultimate lap. Round a circuit where it was pretty awful in 19, because it's all about brakes and being dependent and being good on the brakes. It just weren't. There's old Stone. As Mazia had a Mino behind. But now, with 20, it's all about edge grip really. It's all about the tyres, what you can feel on the tyres. There's no brake feel at all. And so with that reversal, with the handling and the feeling, you can ride much better around her. Be much more consistent at least as well. As Rodrigo into the top 20. And even with the lack of feel, braking feels easy as well, because again, it's all about the tyres, and you feel that limit on the front tyre when you're braking. Very easy to feel that. So going flat out the final lap, gap 1.1 behind, so we pulled away from Mino and Mazia as they do battle. The old ex-teammates. Suzuki leads ahead of Fanati, Foggia and Antonelli. Who's going to win the race from those four? We hold on to second. There's our dilemma. As Mazia, or fifth should I say. Luckily Mazia and Mino really knuckling down to have a good old battle over sit. As 13-16 red team, we're going to score a point in the Italian. After his early fall, that would be outstanding from him. It's Onshi back for 29th. The Swiss rider. Once again, another race not the right home about for young Turkish rider. And again, it's rookie season. You expect him maybe to do better in the future. We're down back the straight. Only half a lap of fuel left. We've got half a lap left. So you get a quarter-second penalty. Okay. Shouldn't cost us anything. Just a more annoying than anything. As for the final couple of corners, who's won? It's all drifting wide. And we've got Suzuki. Who won it? We've come in fifth though. Bit disappointing. So Suzuki, the first winner apart from Stone this season as a Japanese rider, wins for Sync 58 by 2.3 seconds ahead of Fanati. Could be strong ride from here ahead of Foggia as well, who rounds out the podium. We have Antonelli. Great race after a poor qualifying. We ran out the top 5. And you can see we're way off the pace. Ahead of Mazia, Mino, Yamanaka. Once again, disappointed for the Japanese rider. He's at the top 10, but gets his great starts. Gets into the top 5 and just drops down. Garcia in 9th ahead of Arenas. We've got Agura, Fernandez, Salak, Arbolino and McPhee holding on to the final point by a couple of cents ahead of Vietti, who had a superb recovery ride after his early fall in Tuba. Paradis, Sataki and Rodrigo rounds out the top 20. As Alonso Lopez didn't finish. Second retirement of the season for the Spaniard, isn't it? As we lead by 28 points ahead of Fanati. Suzuki climbs to third though. Just a couple of points behind the Italian and 12 ahead of Mazia with Foggia in fifth. Also on 69 points. Nice. And we've got Antonelli 9 points ahead of Mino as Lopez drops down to 8th. We've got Vietti and Yamanaka into the top 10 ahead of McPhee. Rena's the big winner, up 3 places to 12th. Same for Garcia, down a couple. Sanak to 15th. So we've had 19 riders score so far this season. And then in the team's championship, Leopard lead by 5 points with a Sync 58. Max Racing up to 3rd ahead with GoPro Honda Team by 10 points. Then we've got VR46 running out of top 5, up 3 places, a big run on the team's front. Estrella Galizia now 7 points ahead of Snipers. And then we've got KTM trying to spear to Anguinetto into the top 10 ahead of Honda Team Asia. Grassini, the only other scorers. KTM Tech 3 up to 13th and Green Power down to 14th. So we look at our rewards and we're secure. We've also got some reputation from qualifying and the race. Once again, a surprise we don't have credits from qualifying, but again, with how much slower they are in qualifying, it's probably a good thing as well. And then for research, it was normal. Passed on the quick lap simulation this time. Race simulation was alright. Race pace was slow, and it definitely translated to the race as well. And then distance analysis is normal. I don't know how you get perfect or excellent. It's always going to be good. But as you can see, lots of development for the frame note. As we've got 1 week left for his next development. So what about technical staff then? All new candidates available. As we've got Clara Miller. No, you're good on the stuff we don't need. Come back next season, okay? As next up, we can advance the week. Almost halfway through the year as well. As we've got a double header, our first double header of the season coming up. So first up is the Gran Premio d'Italia Oakley round, the wonderful, fast and flowing and undulating Mugello circuit in Italy. Rabid fans, rapid pace from the Italians as well. There are lots of home support. So maybe we'll look out for Venati next time, not just in the championship, but in the race as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see if we can bounce back onto the podium next time.